Hello and welcome to today's video. So today is the day. I'm doing the rough cut and then doing a lot of measuring. Um, Cut the roof off, pretty much A pillar, B pillar, C pillar. Cut the roof off completely, put it to the side. And then when that's off, I can start getting measurements of the pickup. Um, and I got to cut the floor out of the pickup truck and the firewall, and I think I'm cutting the front end off of that too. Um, I'll have to get measurements to measure how the length of the front of the car and a bunch of other stuff as well, but for the most part, it's just going to be cut until I can fit that cab on top of this chassis. Also, I'd like to fit the truck bed as well, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that. I don't know. I'm waiting for some of my friends to come help. I'm getting to the point where I need a lot more help with these things. So, yeah, we can at least get things cut and measured to make sure they're going to fit. And then hopefully the next few days I can have some people help me actually pick up the cab and drop it on here. I wanted to get a gantry, one of those overhead gantries, but I have no money. So this is what I get. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go grab a hacksaw. I bought a bunch of blades, so just gonna grab John's hacksaw and yeah, start going to town. Okay, so the roof is all cut off. I am currently trying to figure out exactly what I need to do in order to get this truck body to fit on top. Just doing some preliminary measurements, trying to figure out spacing and everything. I've come to the realization that I gotta chop off like a good portion of the side structure. I still need to cut into the truck to know for sure. But yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have to cut off like 3 inches of the outside support structure. I will still have the inside support structure and the floor support structure and a lot of that stuff, but it's got to fit in the package that I want to put it in, right? So we're getting there. It's going to take a little bit more brain power, which I'm in short supply of. So we're gonna figure it out. I think I might grab a Sharpie and use my measuring tape and just start marking off like center point of the vehicle and then start measuring out to figure out exact widths of both vehicles until I figure out what all needs to be done. So, yeah, I'm going to get that done and then I'll come back and update you guys.
So I ended up measuring quite a bit and got a game plan of where I'm going to be cutting everything.
Okay, so I don't know how bad the wind noise is, but I kind of just got to do this shot regardless. So I'm cutting out the secondary firewall. So I'm gonna just do a rough cut, and then I can like peel off the layers and all that later. I just want to get the rough cut out of the way so I can kind of size up and see what I'm trying to accomplish in here. Yeah. Just had a little powwow with John. Kind of assessed the chassis and what I'm gonna do and what's possible and if it's possible with this chassis, and we came to the agreement that it should be doable. I just have quite a bit of work ahead of me. So yeah, the idea is we're gonna chop off a little bit of the outside of the fenders in order to kind of box them or do like a little plate on the outside to keep the rigidity, because the front strut towers have a lot to do with the aprons on the side. And then I might actually be cutting the top of the firewall off. I might, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I might have to do to get it to fit on that. Another big thing is I need a gantry. So if you or anybody you know has a gantry that they want to lend me for a month or two, hit me up. But yeah, this thing is, it is a lot. But let's keep going. I got a bigger pry bar, so I should be able to get in here a little easier. Okie dokie. So, after a few hours of cutting, the secondary firewall is completely gone. There's a couple spots on the side over here that I got to address, and around the steering column over here. But for the most part, I got all of it out, which leaves me a very large amount of room. So I should be able to get the engine almost in line with the strut towers, which would allow it to get the right weight balance, I think. Because yeah, that's quite a bit of room. I mean, I also in this video have cut the roof off, so that's another step. I think my next video will be, or at least next video on this project is going to be cutting out the floor and firewall of this thing. I had it up and down a couple times measuring to see what all it needs. I mean, as you can see, it is absolutely mangled. I would have liked to start this project with a cleaner cab, but this is balling on a budget. So hopefully it turns out all right. The most part, like the rear of the cab, the roof, the around the window and everything is all pretty solid. So there is a decent amount to work out from. So on that note, I think I'll end it here. I have to, I'm headed to a Rockets game. I won some tickets, so taking my buddy to Rockets game. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing and joining me on this journey. This is probably, well, this is definitely the biggest project I've ever done, but it's gonna take a while. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace.